Well, good morning, everyone. We're just getting adjusted here on this Monday morning mindset. We hope everyone had a great weekend. But good morning, everyone. This is Carol, so AKA Nani Boss, live with you.
Sisters, hey, good morning, everyone. It's Janis, aka Wellness Diva 5.0 on this on this, whoa, I'm speaking of the week here. Mindset Monday.
Yeah, you're skipping a couple days. That's okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
skip a couple days, and today is our niece's birthday. Heather-Leigh, happy
Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And it's nothing better than, Monday mindset, getting you all revved up for the week. Lots of things going on. I'm sure there's a few people scattering around getting stuff done today because we know today is, and that is okay. You out till midnight, so don't worry about that. All that stuff, just get it postmarked and in. Or for those some have to do an extension, that happens too. So don't worry about it. Stay cool, stay collective, stay calm. But on Monday mindset, we're always thinking about how the week is going to go. And we always talk about, we plan kind of doing that stuff on Sunday, right, Jim?
Yeah, we kind of plan it, and and let's be honest, shit happens, but the more you plan, the more able you are to adapt to a change in your schedule. And who knows, that can be a really good foundation for you. Like, okay, well, this strategy didn't work out because this popped up. So you come up with something else, and that can be a really good thing to learn how to pivot on a dime, so to speak.
Absolutely. And I mean, don't we have to pivot all the time? You have to pivot with your workload. You got to pivot with, your schedule within your home. A lot of people have to pivot within their own profession, your appointments, even your plans, even your fun stuff sometimes have to be pivoted. So it's a good habit to understand, in order for you to actually do the pivots or recover from the derailment, you have to have that good mindset. Because if you don't have a good mindset about it, forget about it.
Right. And I think the other thing too is, obviously, with everything going on in the world today, we always talk about news alerts, turn off the damn news alerts. If you are distracted by them, that is a clue to you that you need to take action with it. And it's okay for you to set that boundary, turn it off, or go to the next channel, whatever you're doing, put on some great music, whatever it may be. It's okay to set those boundaries. In fact, it's a necessity to set those boundaries.
Yeah, it really is, because it's all about, when we talk about self-care, another way that you can word that is self-preservation. We do get over-involved, over-inundated, over-processed, overstimulated, and it impacts, like, then all of a sudden you're like, I can't deal with this anymore. What do I do? Where do I go? Where's my direction? And that's when you have to really kind of know your own body. You have to know your own mindset and decide, okay, I got some warning signs going on. There's some bells and whistles going off to say, look, slow down. Did you look at your calendar? Have you planned things out? Did you prepare for this? Preparation is key. And, every morning when I get up, this computer drives me cuckoo, but I already know that it's going to do that to me. So I plan accordingly and say, you know what? Even though I've done a whole kind of revamp, new install of some, I guess, what do you call them? Web type things to protect the computer. I got a lot of junk on it. And what happens is it's moving a little slow. So I've been cleaning it out. What do I have to do to make sure that it's not going to impede or derail? Like if I get something that's urgent that has to get out, or I got to work on something. So I have to plan accordingly, because this computer is taking me a little bit longer than I like. So rather than get all about it, I got a plan.
And that's a good thing, and for me, I'm a visual learner, organizer, and, I'm always like, there's an app for that, but, I love, for instance, if I'm working on a big project, I love Trello because it's visual and it makes sense to me. Now, other people like different apps that do pretty much the same thing, or maybe are a little bit more hyped up. Don't feel that you have to get a hyped up version. First of all, do what you are comfortable with. If you're better off organizing, for instance, many of us have G drives. There's so many things that you can do with your G drive to stay organized, to do maybe a tax spreadsheet. You're recording your receipts or however you do it. There's just so many different things that you can do, but basically, it's simplicity. Like, again, I am a visual learner and organizer, so that's why I love Trello.
Yeah. And one of the other key pieces, when you look at other aspects of your life, okay, today's laundry day. I got to make sure that I'm prepared. I've got laundry detergent. If you use a softener, time, all those things have to be planned out. It's kind of a silly example because you would say, well, that's pretty obvious. But sometimes some of those things are not so obvious. So kind of on the same line that if you're making a recipe, you got to make sure you have all the ingredients, right? You don't have all the ingredients, you can't complete the recipe. So think of your week as one big recipe broken down into courses. And do I have everything that I need for the course? Because when you stay on top of those kinds of things, you're more able to handle a derailment. Like, ooh, it's a new recipe. I don't have that ingredient. All right, but I allowed it so much time. I'm not making this recipe until 2 days from now. So now I'm prepared. So it's all about prep.
Mm-hmm. Prep your way through the week, through the day. We always talk about pen to paper, and there is, very specific data about that. When, I've got my planner, right by my desk here, but I also have a digital calendar, of course. But if I don't write it down, chances are it's not going to happen, or I don't know about it. So, your digital everything has to have a backup.
Oh, I agree on that. And, again, it goes back to, what works. Is it a planner? Is it sticky notes? Is it a big calendar? These are all just age. The bottom line, you can be so organized with that and still not accomplish anything if you're not looking at it.
Sure.
So is it in a spot that you can visually see as a reminder? Some people have, actually I do, I have my planner, but then I have another calendar that I still kind of abbreviate what's in my planner in the kitchen. Because if I'm in the kitchen a lot, like making something or doing whatever, I can look at it real quick and say, "Ooh, do I have a, podcast coming up? Do I have a Zoom coming up? Do I have a meeting scheduled?" And it really does help keep you organized. But the bigger picture is it keeps you from being frazzled. And are you allowing time within that planning for the derailments? Because they're going to happen. You cannot avoid a derailment. You cannot avoid, a last minute change in the schedule. You can't. It's part of life. So I'd rather be prepared for it than not. Because when you're not prepared for it, that's where the chaos happens. It does. It always does.
Chaos, yes. And of course, chaos leads to stress. Stress leads to inflammation. Inflammation leads to different things going on in your body. And the list goes on and on.
Exactly. So it's just a great way. And if you can, not everyone can do this because everyone really, I think, embraces and protects their weekend because that's the time that you get to unwind, get to do things with your family and your friends. If you think about it, try doing it on Sunday. So when you wake up Monday morning, you're already in the game of organization. You're not backtracking. However, there are some people that they can do it Monday morning. Maybe they're going to get up extra early, or maybe Monday is their day that they have that flexibility. So that's when they're planning out their week. Whatever what day works for you, just do it.
Absolutely. And I just lost my thing here. Here we go.
There you
Uh,
go.
it was just me.
Oh, totally change the subject. How's the weather?
Well, we have
Good.
doom and gloom today. It's going to be probably about 55 or so, chance of rain. We went from 90 degree. No, I'm sorry. Well, technically it was close to 90. It was like 88 to
Right.
90 degrees on Friday to, where we are today. And, I decided yesterday, I wasn't planning on it, but I was going to do it this upcoming weekend, but it was a doom and gloom kind of day, misty, rainy sort of. So I, did the annual switching of clothes around and that sort of thing. So that felt really good to get that all done. And it was funny because on that last Wednesday, when the temps really started to get very, very warm, it was really obviously very stuffy up in the loft where we live within the house. So we just, we had leftovers and just made our plates up and came downstairs, of course, where it's nice and cold over here, and ate in the downstairs kitchen. So, that worked out well. So, I mean, there's always something that we can do within this house temperature wise, which is kind of funny. But, get the fans going, get the air circulating, and, hey, it's all good.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had a very beautiful sunny day yesterday, but then the clouds started moving in, and we did get some, not enough, but we did get some much needed rain. Our little ponds are down about 2 feet, so that's quite a bit, because these are smaller little, they call them lakes, but they're really a pond, which is really a small pond. And again, all about perception. And anyways, they're down about 2 feet. So we are desperate for rain. We hadn't gotten rain, I think, in over a month. So we did get a couple sprinkles at the end of last week, and then yesterday we got a good soaking. Still not enough, but it was better. But today, same thing, very cloudy. It did rain during the night. We had a couple small thunderstorms, and actually, I guess there was some tornado warnings too last night. And it kind of had that look and feel to it. The sky was kind of ominous looking. And then it wasn't until a few hours later that I saw a lot of people talking about, did you get the alert? I don't recall getting the alert, but again, I had my alerts turned off, so I could have, and just didn't pay attention to it. So we, managed to get through that very windy period. And then, like I said, we did get some very much well-needed rain. So I'm not really sure what's going on today. I haven't checked the weather, but right now it's kind of has that gloomy look to it, like it's going to rain. So I'm not happy about it, because we do need it. And, a lot of times with that kind of weather, it focuses me more into, for a lot of people, they kind of think it has that curl up on the couch weather feel to it, but it really allows me to not feel bad that I'm not outside doing something, fun, competitive, with playing pickleball or swimming, enjoying the pool, whatever, focuses me on, okay, I've got stuff I got to get done. Because today is, this week is going to be a big week. I'll be heading out, excuse me, to Colorado for the Lavelle Convention, which I'm excited because I've never been to Denver, Colorado before. And that's where we're having the big convention this year. So that's going to be fun. So I'm leaving midweek. So I'm trying to get things ramped up for that, as well as, we've got a nice week of podcasts coming up. So today, if it stays out great, that's okay. It forces me to get my stuff done.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, I think Colorado is beautiful. I remember flying into Colorado Springs and, just seeing the snow-capped mountains. It was just such an awesome sight. And of course, the USFSA Figure Skating Museum is in Colorado Springs. And that was kind of neat to see our brothers trophy in the museum. And yeah, it was pretty cool. It was an awesome trip.
That's awesome. Now we're going to Denver. So I'm not sure of the geography of all of that area because I'm not familiar with it, but I'm excited about it. Oh, and I want to also give a shout out to California Bill from PBU Pickleball University, who's competing today. He's 84 years young, such a sweetheart. And he's competing at the US Pickleball Tournament Open in Naples. So we want to wish him, I made up a cute little poem. I think it says something about may your paddle be your strength, your feet be light, your third shot drop, some other rhyme to it. And I just made this cookie little rhyme for him. And, we just want to send him good wishes. He has that personality where he's blessed, he's grateful. At 84 years young, he still plays a mean pickleball game. And this is a big stage, the US Pickleball Open at Naples. They got a beautiful stadium. He is well known in pickleball world. So we are wishing him the best in his tournament. He's in the 80 plus bracket. And yes, he exemplifies so much of the goodness of the sport as being an ambassador for the US Open, but also he is ambassador of the sport, really introducing it to young children, coaching, really adding his experience and knowledge of the game. So we're excited for CB Such. Go for it. We're excited.
Yay, Such. What an amazing man. And to really share his passion in such a way of giving back. He's, has a heart of gold. So, our congratulations. We're with you, California Bill, and can't wait to see what the outcome is, of course. So
yes. And in his mindset, it's going to be, he's going to play his best, his hardest. And yes, even at 84, you play your best and your hardest. So wherever the standings may be, we know he's going to give it his all. And I'm sure his mindset it's such a blessing just to be able to play the sport that you love. And he always goes there with that positive mindset, regardless of any of the surroundings or any other thoughts that come to that process. He is just one of those positive individuals that always finds the positive and good in everything in any moment. So God's blessing him today with the gift that he can still go out on those courts and do something he absolutely loves.
absolutely. And on that note, obviously we hope you have an amazing Mindset Monday. Even though it is kind of doom and gloom out there, I'm just going to put on a heavier jacket, and it feels good to get outside, to breathe the fresh air. Even though it may be a little cool, that's okay. Enjoy your Monday and go out and create a positive impact. My name is Janis, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, and I am with TwoSistas,
and this is Carol, aka Naughty Boss, getting on her Monday mindset, putting out those positive vibes. Because remember, our thoughts are electric currents. Are you putting up good vibes? Are you putting on vibes that may hold you back a little bit? I would say go for it. Be the best that you can be. Always pour it with a little kindness, patience, and the ability to inspire other people to go out and do the same. With that, we will see you tomorrow for Triumph Tuesday. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
for now.